So you want to take your follow-up game to the next level in real estate? Well, this video is just for you. Today we're going to dive into Follow-Up Boss and why I think it has some of the best features to take your follow-up game to the next level. So let's dive right in to the computer. So what we're going to talk about first are going to be stages. And to simplify things, stages are where the person is in their journey. So if someone's moving within, let's say, 0 to 3 months, you could consider them like hot stage. If they want to do like a 3 to 6 month move, maybe they're warm. They're like 6 months out, or you're not sure how long they want to take to move. That's like a cold stage type of lead, or they're not really sure of when. So it's very important to define your stages and how you work. So your stages could be different. My stages are hot, warm, and cold. So it's like a 0 to 3, a 3 to 6, and like a 6 and plus. So we have to first define our stages to then basically apply these different smart lists that I'm about to show you. Figure out the timeline. So 0 to 90, 90 to 180, and then 180 plus. So 0 to 90, 0 to 3 months, 90 to 180, 3 to 6 months, 180 plus, 6 months or more. Now, what happens in Follow-Up Boss is you have the option of creating these save search filters up here, which are called smart lists. So I want to dive right into my first smart list. So my hot smart list is very simple. This is where it will show me my hot leads, warm leads, cold leads, right? But it's not going to just show you all your hot, warm, or cold leads. And this is why. On the right side, I have additional filters here that are going to change the amount of leads that are presented in front of you based on certain things. So I'm gonna dive right in and show you. So this shows me all of my hot leads that have no task. So if there's no task coming up, then it will show me those leads. But if there's a task coming up, it's not gonna pop them up in this follow-up flow. This is gonna also show me anybody in my hot list. But what's important is it's gonna show me who the people are that have not communicated with me in more than 10 days. So I haven't communicated with them, or they haven't communicated with me. It's a two-way communication filter that basically says, hey, there's been more than 10 days and this lead that you said was hot has no communication. Basically, you haven't followed up with them, or they haven't followed up with you. So 10 leads, you have 10 leads that are all hot. 5 of them you're talking to every day. Those leads won't pop up here because there hasn't been 10 plus days. The other 5, it's a mixture of some responding every few days, and then you have 2 that are not responding at all, and 10 days passes by. But what happens is you're gonna see those 2 leads here. So the system is trying to help you determine, are these people worth your time still, or did you not provide enough value for them to follow up with you? So the first thing you're gonna do is figure out, did you provide enough value? Look through your conversation and see what you've been saying to them, what you've been sending, and try to provide more value. And then as you keep doing that, what happens is 10 days will pass by again, and you're gonna start seeing a pattern. So if you start seeing the same people over here, you kind of get the idea that, hey, this person might be ghosting me. So this is the perfect way to find out if somebody's ghosting you or not. Now, warm is a little different. Everything's pretty much the same except for the timeline. So this warm list is gonna say, show me the people that have no communication in more than 30 days. So if someone's not looking to move for 6 months, are you gonna really be calling them every single week? I'm not. So what happens is I just wanna make sure that a whole month doesn't pass by without some sort of communication. So this smart list here will be a 30-day smart list based on our last conversation. Then you have the code. So the code is gonna be 90 days. So this is someone that's not moving for like 6 months, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I don't know that I'm gonna be talking to them every single week, because there may not be much to talk about every single week if you're not moving for a year or 2. So I just want to make sure that once a quarter, I just tap you real quick. I make sure we have a quick little conversation about something. And the interesting thing is, this works for both text messages and calls. So if you send a text message like, hey, just checking in, that will reset the timer. But you don't want to be that generic. You want to come up with a little bit more creativity. So the last thing is that I want to show you is, there comes a time where you have to pretty much determine, hey, I've tried so much with this person. When do I move them to the next list? And that's not an easy question to answer. So the way that I've been doing it currently is I will purge the lead into the next list, if their last text received or last call received was more than 1 month ago. So let's say I have this hot list that I'm following up every 10 days, and that's, in a month, that's like 3 follow-ups. After those 3 follow-ups, if they just stopped, basically I'll click on this list and then I'll reassign all of those leads right into the next stage, which is the warm one. Now, with the warm one, I will purge them. If there's been more than 3 months of them not calling me back or texting me, then they'll go to the cold. Now, I have additional automations built in so that when they go into the cold stage, certain things happen, like my AI starts texting them, and I have like auto drips and smart campaigns and stuff, which if you want information on that, reach out to me. But that's pretty much it. That's the basics of putting your leads in different stages and then having those stages connected with different smart lists so that your follow-up is different depending on the lead and their timeline. If you found any benefit or anything helpful in this video, consider subscribing, drop a like, and drop a comment, and I'll see you on the next one.